My dear students, today is your first class of class 12th, and we are starting with the very first poetry written by Kamala Das, my mother at 66. Kamala Das also wrote by her pen name called Madhva Kitty. She was born in Kerala and is one of the India's first poets. Her subject matter relates to her personality, beautiful, sensitive, bold, and tormented. External factors have never affected in her poetry. Her writings always brings out the true inner feelings. Her favorite poem is Composition. In the poem My Mother at 66, she is writing about her mother, her relationship with her mother, love for her mother. In other words, it is a poem based on mother-daughter relationship, and the poet shares a feeling for her mother. This particular poem is a blank verse. Now, what is blank verse? The blank verse is a poem which has no rhyming scheme or rhyming words. Actually, if you see, this appears to be a one-line sentence divided in comma. So one sentence divided into commas into 14 lines. This is how this particular poem appears to be. Now let us try to understand the poem. And let us have the background first. As in life, if you face happiness, after a brief period, sadness creeps in. Similarly, beauty gives way to ugliness. That is, aging comes after that. Love gives way to separation. Birth gives way to death. This is what is predominantly shown in this particular poem. The poet has come home from her workplace, and as long as she is with her mother, she is very happy. Happiness can be seen. There is no room for sadness there. The poet is very happy. But slowly and gradually, the time comes to an end. The poet has to leave, has to move back to her workplace. Holidays have come to an end. And the moment that happens, happiness turns into sadness. The poet is apprehensive. She is apprehensive of her mother's death. She starts feeling that mother has grown old. Was she not old before? She was. But the poet never ever felt that because she was in happiness. But the moment she is about to leave her mother, these all negative feelings starts creeping into the poet's mind. Heart starts aching. And my dear friends, heart only understands one thing, and that is emotions. That is emotions. And this is what this particular poem is all about. Now, when poet is leaving, moving to the airport, that is to Cochin, last Friday, sitting in a car along with her mother, at the back seat, the poet watches her mother. Now, how does an old man behave without energy? The face is wrinkled, without charm, without glamour, completely colorless. Same is the look of the poet's mother. mouth opened, dozing. As if she has got no energy, she appears to be lifeless. The poet compares her mother to a dead body, and that makes poet sad again. And the sadness which already was there before because she was leaving her mother, that is the extreme point now, and the poet is troubled with that. The poet is so much troubled that she is not able to bear it now. What she should be doing now? So she opens the window of the car, watches outside, and what she watches outside, the trees running with the car. Energy. Life. She watches children coming out of their home happily, enjoying, playing. The poet watches life outside, and life brings back smile on the face of the poet, and the poet is again back to her normalcy. The poet is normal again, and she comes to the airport now. At airport, she moves for the security check, and after having a brief security check, she comes back to her mother. She has to. Parting words, as we all do. Saying last few words. Now when she comes back to her mother, alas, sadness again. Mother appears to be in the last leg of her life, as if the moon, mother. Because mother was like moon when she was young. That moon has lost its color. Appears that moon has entered the last phase of her life. And that is why the poet says, late winter's moon. Winter means the last leg of the season. Similarly, mother has entered the last leg of her life. And that again throws the poet into sadness. Her heart starts aching. And this ache has not developed suddenly. She has been bearing it since her childhood. Because since her childhood, she has been under pain that one day mother will move away. She'll die. And she will be left alone in this world. So she has been able to live with this sadness since her childhood. So this is not the pain, she is bearing it for the first time. But again, she is having this pain. The poet is so much in pain watching her mother that she is not able to say anything. Still she has to. She has to say something to her mother. And she has to say in such a way that the mother is encouraged. So she tries her best, hiding her pain inside her body, inside her heart. She tries to bring smile on her face and putting up a brave front, smile on her face. She tells her mother, "Goodbye, mother. We will meet again." And she smiled 3 times. Now, my dear students, smile 3 times. Now here smile is symbolic. Symbolic? Yes. 3 smiles. Smile, smile, and smile. The first smile, hiding her pain. The poet is trying her hard to put the pain into her heart, and she is smiling. The second smile is reassuring her mother. "What are you worrying about, mother? Nothing's gonna happen to you. We'll meet again. You'll live long." And the last smile is a formal gesture of saying goodbye. This is how the poet reacts